Scientists researching the effects of climate change say global warming is producing stronger hurricanes, and as a result, emergency response protocols might need to change. KTVU's Jana Katsuyama has been looking into this issue. She's in Oakland tonight to continue our team coverage. Jana?
Frank, rising sea levels from global warming can increase the storm surges that Bill was talking about earlier, and that means bad news and destruction for low-lying areas such as the Bay or along the Gulf Coast. And also the bigger storms can cause a lot of damage and really stretch resources thin for first responders. Hurricane Michael's ferocity beating down buildings along the Gulf Coast has become an all-too familiar sight. The United Nations warned Monday that global warming is accelerating at an alarming pace, and a report last month on global warming and hurricanes from NOAA's Geophysical Fluid Dynamics Lab said it is likely that greenhouse warming will cause hurricanes in the coming century to be more intense globally and have higher rainfall rates than present-day hurricanes. Warmer water turning smaller storms into megastorms and rising sea levels amplifying the storm surge.
I worry that as we start to have more of these megastorms and the frequency, how are we going to handle this if they keep coming back to back like this?
Former FEMA emergency responder Mark Naveau says disaster response resources are being stretched thin.
Remember, Puerto Rico came on the heels of wildfires and hurricanes in Florida and Texas that were as big as Katrina at the time.
In this area, this would be the most intense.
At a White House briefing Wednesday, FEMA Director Brock Long highlighted the problem with Hurricane Michael dumping rain in the Carolinas just 3 weeks after Hurricane Florence.
That it's all about the rivers being able to process the water from Florence, and some of them haven't had the time to do that, so this doesn't help.
And if larger megastorms become a new norm, governments, emergency responders, and the public will be forced to rethink and revise how to react.
We talk about try and be prepared for 72 hours to sustain yourself and your family. I think you're going to see that grow from 72 hours, 3 days, to up to a week to have to be prepared.
Naveau says that also means reevaluating building codes and planning.
We build homes in flood-prone areas, wildland urban interface areas, and I think local officials, because that's who makes the determination where we can build homes. They're going to have to take a hard look at this, and that's not something that the communities have done in the past.
There's also a financial impact to consider. Naveau says that federal subsidies end up paying for some 75% of the damages. And he says that even with the budget being about $25 billion, the costs can add up quickly.